Oh nah, I'm booking it. I'm out of there. I'm booking it. Boy, no boy. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jalen Peterson, aka Jayp Reacts, and we back with another banger. You already know what I'm finna ask. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to the video, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss another notification. If you ready, I'm ready. Let's go. We got 10 moments you wouldn't believe if it wasn't filmed. Let's dive into this video.
Truck in the UK that obliterated this person's caravan, and a driver in Vietnam who nearly went down with a collapsing bridge, to a crane catastrophe in Taiwan that caused over $9 million in damage, and a rogue wave in California that swept people 50 yards down the street. Here are 10 shocking moments you won't believe were filmed. Ventura, California is a coastal city about 60 miles north of Los Angeles. Its piers and beautiful beaches have always made the city a popular vacation spot. In late 2023 and early 2024, Ventura became a surfer's paradise as stormy weather brought 30 to 40-foot waves barreling toward the shore. While some were having fun, others were suffering. The abnormally high tide forced locals to evacuate and caused several injuries along the California coast. Then, on December 28th of 2023, a rogue wave raced toward the shore, catching everyone by the seawall off guard.
Oh nah. I'm out of there. Bro, y'all see it coming. What are you doing? Are you blind? Are you blind? Don't you see the water coming up? Get out of there. What you doing?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh no! Oh God! Oh, Jesus! Fucking Christ! Run!
You better go, boy.
Run!
Man, I ain't looking behind me, man. I'm gonna get out of there. Y'all.
Jesus! Oh my God! Uh,
Look at this man right here, man. What are you doing? That's another dude down here? Like, come on, man. What are y'all doing? Like, y'all asking for it. Come on, man.
oh no!
And he taking up. Bro
Once
taking
the water stopped
pictures.
moving,
Come
our
on, man.
cameraman returned to the beach to inspect the damage. Debris was everywhere. The wave was strong enough to move several cars and sweep people off their feet. 8 locals had to be rushed to a hospital for various injuries. Our cameraman said the wave carried some people 50 yards down the street. Elsewhere, a beachfront inn was 2 feet underwater when another rogue wave smashed through the ground-level glass doors. One woman said she was up to her knees. According to the National Weather Service, these waves were part of a powerful storm system over the Pacific Ocean that brought similar waves and heavy rain to the West Coast. Sunset Park is a small neighborhood in the western part of Brooklyn, New York. It's home to about 126,000 people, including one angry man who didn't want to lose his truck. On September 6th of 2024, a tow truck driver arrived to repossess a pickup truck owned by 55-year-old Russell Lyosa. While hooking the vehicle up, Russell emerged and threatened to punch the tow truck driver. He then hopped in the cab and took off, turning 53rd Street and the next few blocks into a demolition derby.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Put the truck down. Put the truck down. Put the truck down. Fucking truck down. I want. Don't get away from this truck. Get the.
Oh, he stole the truck?
Nobody's taking this truck from me.
Oh, he stole. Bro, you messing up your own truck. You talking about ain't nobody taking the truck. Now you got more bills to pay. Come on, what you doing? Now you got more bills to pay. You finna pay for her car, your car, for stealing a tow truck for one. And they finna repossess it. You're paying for that, and for that, and for that one too, and for that. Jesus Christ.
Several witnesses said Russell fled on foot after ditching the tow truck around the block. Police caught up with him a few days later and slapped him with several felony charges, including robbery.
See what I'm saying? Should have been paying them bills on time, dog. If you can't handle the bill, don't have it.
Grand larceny and reckless endangerment. Russell defended himself, saying the tow truck was unmarked and the driver was making threatening comments toward him. Russell thought the man was robbing him. That's why he hopped in the cab and drove off. It's a likely story that nobody seems to believe. According to police, Russell has 2 prior arrests on his record. If he thought he was getting robbed, why do we see him getting out of the truck while it's already on the hook?
Bro.
On September 7th of 2024, Super Typhoon Yagi smashed into northern Vietnam. With it came torrential rain, landslides, and winds blowing upwards of 124 miles per hour. Over 50,000 people were forced to leave their homes, and millions more deeper inland were impacted. In Phu Tho province, which is home to about 1.5 million people, a bridge over the Red River failed after Yagi significantly weakened the structure. Unfortunately, nobody noticed that the bridge was on the verge of collapse until it was too late.
Oh my God. I will hope that the truck driver survived, but it ain't looking too good. It ain't looking too good. That don't look too good.
Gãy cầu Phong Châu nhá. Anh em có lộ trình đi tránh cầu nhá.
According to reports, 9 cars, 2 scooters, and the truck in this video were on the bridge when it collapsed. All of them fell into the water, and only 3 people were immediately rescued. 8 were still missing days after the collapse. Typhoon Yagi was the most powerful storm to hit Vietnam in 30 years. It left 1.5 million people without power, flooded close to 200,000 homes, and claimed over 300 lives. This bridge collapse was only a fraction of the damage caused when Yagi came ashore.
300? 300 Yagi? 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 300 Yagi
If you live in a cold climate, you know how dangerous icy roads can be. Some people learned to drive in these conditions.
Let me tell you something. I don't live in a cold climate, but for some reason, it's snowing outside. No lie, it's snowing outside. I don't get it. Anytime that it don't snow, it probably snowed for like 30 minutes. It's been snowing for 3 hours. And I still gotta go to work.
To them, the ice and snow are just things you deal with each year. For others, the slippery roads are their greatest fear. They tend to panic, and then everything goes downhill. Literally. It was January of 2015. Two Russian men were driving around a snow-capped neighborhood that was apparently built into the side of a steep hill. They were able to navigate the conditions with ease. Unfortunately, it's other drivers you need to be worried about.
Блядь, да эти черти что поднимаются. Ну, блядь.
Oh God, no. Oh God, no.
Ох, ебать, его понесло. Ох, ебать.
And it's unfortunate that things like that happen.
Там остановился? Нет. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Прошел? Ушел.
By some miracle, the sliding SUV missed our driver's car by mere inches. It stopped at the bottom of the hill, and it didn't appear as though anybody had gotten hurt. Once they collected themselves, our cameraman and his passenger drove up to make sure the other driver was okay. He was standing outside and inspecting his tires, likely wondering what the heck happened. Many modern cars come with bells and whistles to help keep you in control while sliding on ice. They'll automatically dial back the throttle and increase traction control when they sense slippery conditions. But, in the end, ice safety comes down to driver capability. The worst thing that you can do is panic and slam on your brakes. Tap them gently to prevent them from locking up. If you do get stuck on ice, accelerate slowly and gently steer into the slide to avoid a spin-out. Stafford, Texas is a small city in Fort Bend and Harris counties. It sits about 18 miles southwest of Houston and is home to about 17,000. On September 6th of 2024, a Stafford woman was out driving her brand new Nissan when her GPS told her to make a right turn. Unfortunately, she made that turn a little prematurely and got herself stuck on a set of active train tracks. Unable to move, she abandoned the car and watched the train plow through. Lucky for us, her dashcam recorded the whole thing.
What the car said?
Our driver said she saw the train coming when she passed it a few miles back. In her mind, there wasn't enough time to try and move the car once it got stuck. Not wanting to risk her life, she bailed out and called her husband. Let's just say that he wasn't happy to hear that they'll be needing another new car. Tannerite is a popular brand of binary explosive sold throughout the United States. According to the ATF, products like Tannerite are pre-packaged consisting of two separate components. And because they're packaged separately, these components don't meet the definition of explosive. Therefore, the federal government doesn't regulate their sale. When the components are mixed, they form a highly explosive mixture. These men from Middle America wanted to see what 50 pounds of Tannerite would do to this old house. All it takes is one bullet to blow the whole thing to smithereens.
What are you shooting at, Cliff?
I'm shooting at that black 5-gallon bucket full of tannerite. 8 pounds wasn't enough.
Oh my God! Look at that! Look at the smoke ring!
Why? For what reason? Like, you finna rebuild something right now? If not, for what reason?
Look at the smoke ring! Look at it! It's still going, dude!
You put yourself in danger.
What is that? Did we just kill an angel?
That's awesome.
Dude, that came out the chimney.
I think we did it.
I don't think that house is there no more.
Once the dust settled, our cameraman moved in to get a better look at the damage. While most of the house is still standing, you can see a solid chunk taken out of it. While the boom is enormous, you need a high-velocity bullet to detonate Tannerite. Otherwise, the mixture is very stable. You could drop it, throw it, and hit it with a hammer. It won't explode. Remember that Tannerite is meant and sold for target practice, not blowing things up. If police wanted to question these guys, they might not have a legal leg to stand on. Kulu, India is a small district in the mountains of Himachal Pradesh. Because of the landscape, workers must dig tunnels to connect various traffic routes between distant cities and towns. Most of the time, those tunnels hold up. Other times, they don't. On October 3rd of 2019, tunnel workers in Kulu began recording as their latest project failed before their eyes. Piece by piece, the tunnel roof began falling apart, leading to this catastrophic collapse that sent everyone running for their lives.
Oh nah. Oh nah. Oh nah. I'm booking it. I'm out of there. I'm booking it. One old boy. Man, forget that truck, bro. I don't even know what y'all saying, but forget that truck. I quit.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt during the collapse, which stopped at the excavator. According to Indian sources, you can hear the people in the video shouting to save the piece of heavy equipment. Apparently, some felt that the excavator was more valuable than human life. Some workers blamed the collapse on a lapse in safety protocols, but the construction company felt differently. They described it as a routine happening. In other words, this sort of thing happens all the time. The port of Keelung is a large shipping hub on the northern tip of Taiwan. It features a narrow waterway roughly 6,500 feet wide and 1,300 feet long. Compared to other shipping ports, Keelung is pretty small. For example, the port of Los Angeles occupies 43 miles of waterfront. On October 14th of 2024, a heavy-duty barge carrier arrived in the port of Keelung for a routine delivery. It was carrying a brand-new multi-million-dollar gantry crane, the kind used to take shipping containers on and off ships. They were supposed to swap it out with the old one, but somebody got a little too eager.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh man. Is anybody in there? Cause I hope not. If so, they through. They're done. Oh my goodness. Ooh. I hope nobody was up there, man. What?
Thankfully, nobody was hurt during the collapse, as the
Thank
port of
God.
Keelung had shut the old crane down as they prepared to exchange it for the new one. According to reports, part of the new crane struck the old crane, causing it to break from its ground anchors and topple over. Keelung authorities are still investigating what caused the strike. A strong current or a gust of wind may have pushed the barge too close. That, or the captain was having a bad day behind the wheel. Whatever the case, the blunder cost Keelung Port roughly $9.3 million in damages and delayed operations.
9.3 M's for that? God.
The M1 is a major highway in the UK. It stretches for 193 miles, connecting London in the south to Leeds in the north. It's the oldest long-distance motorway in the country and one of the busiest, with between 130 and 140,000 cars using it each day. With so many vehicles on the road at one time, accidents are bound to happen. On August 24th of 2017, a local was on the M1 near Manchester when their dashcam recorded a terrifying crash. Our driver swerves at the last second as the semi-truck next to them obliterates somebody's mobile home. Looking back, you can see how the lead driver slams on their brakes, causing a fender bender with the car behind.
Oh my God. Why? Like, what are you stopping for?
them.
What's
Then
the
truck
purpose?
comes in and blows everything to smithereens. It's unclear why the lead car stopped suddenly. There was nothing on the road and nobody cut in front of them, which is why some believed it was an insurance scam gone wrong. Speaking of insurance, this UK taxi driver was thankful for his. It was August 30th of 2024 in Maesteg, Wales. Our taxi driver was working the late shift when his dashcam recorded a drunk driver in the oncoming lane. Because the man's lights were off, our taxi driver never saw him coming until it was too late.
Epilogue boosters were a disaster. Wizards decided to not as they had planned. What to do with all those new designs?
Why do y'all drink and drive? Why? You're not only putting your own life at risk, but you put others' life at risk. Come on, man, we can't do that.
They'd made an entire micro after all, and they had kept designing forward, thinking that those cards would be a part of the standard card. Once it became clear that Epilogue boosters were a disaster, Wizards decided to not as they had planned. But what to do with all those new designs? They'd made an entire micro after all, and they had kept designing forward, thinking that those cards would be a part of the standard card.
Police officers arrived shortly after and arrested the driver. He failed the breathalyzer test, and the taxi's dashcam proved he was driving erratically and without his lights on. As for our taxi driver, he suffered a minor concussion when a side mirror came through the window and struck him in the head. He had to miss several days of work, but was back on the road a week later.
Causing that man to miss bills. But he finna get a bill off of you. Surely is.
Murfreesboro, Tennessee
Hey,
is
you
a
finna
large
get
city
money
in
off of
Rutherford
you.
County, about 40 minutes southeast of Nashville. It's home to about 150,000 people, including one man who witnessed one of the strangest car accidents you'll ever see. It was March 21st of 2017. A local man was stuck at a light in Murfreesboro, so he decided to record the ongoing storm while traffic was stalled. That's when a semi-truck approached in the opposite lane, and a powerful gust of wind caused the unthinkable.
Calm down a little bit, but it got bad.
Woo. Oh! Whoa! 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 Woo! Right there. I'm releasing everything. I'm sorry. You pull me to the hospital, you better be wearing a mask, cause everything getting released. Cause boy, ain't no way.
Holy this. Oh my God.
It's literally laying on top of the.
Okay, dude. Get out. Hey. Get out of the side. Can I get over?
From what we can gather, our cameraman stopped filming and got out to help the other driver. We believe that they walked away from this crash without any major injuries, though information is limited regarding this accident. According to the National Weather Service, a line of severe thunderstorms, known as a mesoscale convective system, or an MCS, moved across central Tennessee that day, impacting many areas south of I-40. People across the area reported hail upwards of 2 inches in diameter. Meanwhile, 90-mile-per-hour winds tore down power lines and caused severe damage to several homes and buildings. If you enjoyed this video,
Appreciate y'all for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.